Hello, everybody. My name is Ariana March. I'm the local reentry coordinator for Forsyth County with Piedmont Triad Regional Council, as well as the Forsyth County Local Reentry Council. Today, we will be speaking about workforce development and local reentry councils and what that looks like. For anyone who does not know, workforce is defined as the people who make up the working population in a community or an organization. Okay. So first, why does workforce matter in reentry? Employment is absolutely a key factor as it pertains to successful reentry. Without employment, a lot of people don't have housing, they don't have transportation, they don't have the things that typically make us successful in our day to day lives. Um, Workforce development provides career training, services, and job placement for the individuals who we serve, which is the reentry population. Employer partnerships create second chance opportunity. So a lot of times, if our reentry clients don't have anyone to speak for them, then it can be very difficult for them to get their foot in the door and for people to give them a second chance. Um, and workforce partners and LRC work together to remove barriers and support reintegration into society. It's very hard to do things by yourself. Even with us, it's hard for us to do things by ourselves, which is why we are joined. And then grant supported work experience programs provide pathways to employment. Um, for example, we have a reentry work experience grant that is funded through Commerce so that we're able to help our people gain work experience in places like hospitals, kitchens, just things like that. Whatever they're interested in, we're able to help them gain work experience because of that grant from Commerce. Okay, so the partnership model, I think it's like back 2 slides. Okay, yeah. So the partnership model, so successful reentry requires collaboration across multiple systems, um, being like local partners, workforce development, working together just creates those successful reentry outcomes. Again, we can't necessarily do anything that by ourselves. We have to go together to make sure that they are able to successfully reintegrate. LRCs connect individuals to housing, behavioral health, corrections, community resources, just things like that that they would again be able that are necessary for them to um, succeed in society and not recidivate. Um, Workforce partners provide training, career services, and employer connections. And then together, these partnerships create pathways to stability and success so that we are able to be successful and just good members of society. Okay. And then the Forsyth County partnership. So Forsyth County, you have a really close partnership with NC Works. NC Works is who we go through to do a lot of things that are employment related, such as resumes, mock interviews, just how you dress, how you walk, how you talk, how you shake hands, just many things that can set these people apart from other candidates. Um, we are also blessed to have a co-location which improves our success rates. Um, for example, our local reentry council partners with Goodwill, which is in the same building as NC Works. So when someone goes to see our case managers, they're able to go upstairs and get a resume built with NC Works, or go upstairs and do mock interviews, or go pick clothes, whatever they may need to help them be successful as far as employment. Um, we also share referrals, programs, and events so that our NC Works partners, as well as Forsyth Local Reentry Council, can join together and we can, collaborate for the better of the individuals that we serve. And then our overall goal is stable employment and successful reentry outcomes, um, just because we want to make sure that we're helping them be successful. Um, Programming in action. Collaborative programs prepare participants for workforce success. So, if it was just the Forsyth Local Reentry Council, I'm sure we could not just do it. We have amazing partners in the Reentry Council. However, we do need that extra help from NC Works or Commerce or whoever else that we utilize to help our individuals succeed. Some of their services at NC Works that we utilize are resumes, interviews, job search support, and workplace skills. Um, and then overall, employer engagement creates second chance hiring opportunities. So if you can see, some of these events are from Reentry Month. However, we do things like second chance hiring events that specifically highlights employers who are open, willing, and able to accommodate our people who do have those backgrounds without the constant turning away. We do vet them to ensure that they are willing and able to take certain backgrounds before we send them, because we don't want to send them and they get all the way through the process and they're like, oh, we saw your background. So we do want to make sure that they are pre-vetted before we add them to our list. Um, and then training and supportive services help build long-term career pathways. So doing that work experience or revamping their resume or teaching them soft skills does help to ensure that they have long-term success and they're able to not get a job but build a career to help to do what they would like to do. Yes. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Rebecca Slaughter. I'm the Regional Reentry Lead for Piedmont Triad Regional Council, and I'm here to describe how we're expanding the LRC model that we started in Forsyth. And we're expanding it to some of our more rural communities in partnership with the NC Work Centers. And so we basically are taking the partnership that's already established and we're just building onto it rather than reinvent the wheel. Trying to utilize the resources that we already have. So what my role is I'm more technical assistance. I help guide them through the DAC model and capacity building. And I'm very familiar with the LRCs. I actually was the Forsyth coordinator when we first started. I think that was like 2017 or some time ago. And so basically taking that experience and learning lessons learned, we are expanding to Surrey. We are expanding to Rockingham and Caswell together, as well as Randolph. So all three of them are currently meeting. We have the Rockingham Caswell partnerships are here with the NC Works Center manager and the case manager as well. And then we have also a representative from the Randolph County LRC here. And it's interesting as we really utilize the resources of DAC to help spearhead this. For instance, we had a reentry simulation in Surrey. It was unbelievable. It was so incredibly well attended, and it just brought the conversation up to the level it needed to be for us to say, okay, do we want to move forward with this? Do we want to actually single out this population as a focus? And the answer was yes, absolutely. So we were able to build a partnership around that, and we're utilizing the NC Work system. Actually, the chair of our executive committee is the manager for NC Works. So again, as we're trying to build off of resources and not in trying to invent them. Randolph County has been meeting for a while, and they are very established, tremendous partnership. And also I do want to mention for the Rockingham Caswell County that we're very, very fortunate to be able to have pre-release classes at Dan River Prison Work Farm as well as Caswell Correctional. So we're able to conduct these classes 1 day a week for an hour and a half. And these individuals are getting prepared with the realities of being released back into the community and getting the support that they need, and then being able to connect that to the LRC activity that's going on within Rockingham and Caswell. And on top of that, we have a very strong partnership with Project Safe Neighborhoods, which is a violent reduction initiative. So with all of those partners coming together, we're all coming together with the same conversations about the same people in the same community and the same goals of community safety. The lessons learned is that we have dedicated local champions. They have already established through the NC Work system. We just build off of that. The workforce is represented at the table because obviously with employment, everybody needs a job. So that's got to be there, but there also needs to be a lot of other supportive services there. Strong employer engagement. Lesson learned there is getting employers involved in the process. So it's not like here's a program and here's a product of a program. That's not it. It's that they're part of the system. They're part of the program. They're part of the partnership and the whole the mobility of. And the other side of that is so is the participant. We're all working together. It's not for anyone. It's we're all working together. So we're all equally invested. And when you're invested, you're going to want to take care of that, and you're going to want to nurture it. You're going to help it grow. Um, Consistent partner communication, key. That is absolutely key. Is communication, partner communication, thoroughly, completely, and uniformly. It's so important that we all stay on the same page and we understand the goals that we have and where we want to go. And the focus on employment as a reentry strategy. It's not the only reentry strategy, but it's a very strong reentry strategy. So by closing, I just want to let you all know that employers, training resources, career services, community convening power, that's all what we're getting through the Commerce NC Work system and working in partnership with them, kind of riding their coattails, so to speak. And we are really looking forward to our expansion into those other communities. If you have any questions or if you would like to talk to us, we are available after the meeting.